Taeyong, you are going to make me lose my mind, you foolish girl. You suddenly faints. Taeyong quickly holds her and gently lays her on the bed. He sits beside her for a long time, just staring at her worriedly, his eyes soft but angry at the same time. The doctor comes, checks you, gives instructions, and leaves, but you keep sleeping peacefully. Next morning, you slowly walks up. A maid enters with a neat dress. A maid, ma'am, please get ready. You have to leave today. You wears maid. Boss said you both of you are going back to Russia today. After some time, she sits on bed quietly, hands in her lap, nervous and confused. The doctor opens. Taeyong walks in. Taeyong, good morning, my baby. How are you now? You stay silent. Taeyong keeps closer and checks her forehead with his hand. Taeyong, good. No fever now. And Taeyong, come on, get up and eat something. We have to go back. You get scared instantly. You shaking. I am not going anywhere. Taeyong, why you? I don't want to go with you. I want to go back to my own home. Taeyong stops. He looks straight into her eyes, long, deep, intense. Taeyong, you don't know? A wife home is always with her husband. You are not my husband. I don't accept it. I hate you. You are a killer. Taeyong's eyes turn red immediately. His chest tightens hard. His feet curl slowly. Anger fills the room. Taeyong, danger, slow voice. What did you just say? Taeyong grabs you face tightly in his hand, but the moment he stares, filling her eyes, he immediately lets go. You step back, trembling, crying, scared, trying to move away from him. Taeyong slowly walks closer. He gently touched the spot on her face where his fingerprints were still visible. Suddenly you start crying loudly like a frightened child. Seeing her like this, Taeyong chest tightens. He feels bad. He wipes her tears slowly with her thumb. Taeyong gently stop crying. Angel, you cries even harder. Taeyong, a little fine baby, I said, stop crying. You shaking, scared, please. Please forgive me. Taeyong lifts her chin lightly with fingers rising her face. Taeyong, look here, look at me. But you keeps looking down, too scared to hold his eyes. Taeyong, baby, what am I saying? You know, Taeyong, why you broken voice? You will hurt me again. Taeyong freezes for a movement, breath sharp. Taeyong, low voice, I am not saying anything to you, baby. You know. Taeyong, cold tone, I don't like to repeat my words. Slowly, carefully, you lifts her eyes and looks straight at Taeyong. Taeyong, don't ever talk about going away from me again. I am talking to you as Taeyong. Don't force me to show my real side. Understand? You, yes. Taeyong, good girl. Taeyong lightly taps your face and wipes her tears with his thumb. You keep looking down, still crying softly. Taeyong say, I love you. You looks up at him in shock. Taeyong is staring right into her eyes. One hand stays on her cheek, warm and firm. Taeyong, I said yes, I love you, Angel. You is still shocked, her lips shaking. Taeyong voice deeper, stronger. I don't like repeat my words. Say I love you. I love you. Taeyong holds her arm and pulls her closer to him, their face now inches apart. Taeyong again, I love you. Taeyong smirks slowly. eyes soft but intense. Taeyong now say I love you Taeyong, you I love you Taeyong. Taeyong smiled deeper again. You I love you Taeyong. Taeyong, what is my name? You looks up at him again, then quickly looks down. You Taeyong. Taeyong smiled softly because she looks so cute saying his name like that. Taeyong, who am I? You I don't know. Taeyong, a little aggressive, frustrated but still in control. One day and you forget. You know very well. Taeyong, I am your husband. Taeyong, now answer me, who am I? You, my husband. Taeyong leans near her hair, his breath warm on her skin. Taeyong, who's? You, my husband. Taeyong, yes, and you are my wife. Taeyong, so my dear wife, hug your husband. You start crying even more, overwhelmed. Taeyong gently pull her into a tight hug himself. You tries to move away, still scared. Taeyong, stop it, you, otherwise I will get angry again. Russia night, they are finally back in Russia. The whole day you stays away from Taeyong. She is scared. She really scared of him. Taeyong noticed it, but he doesn't force her. He let her stay quiet. You comes into the room. Taeyong is already sleeping on the bed. She quietly walks to the couch and lies down trying to relax. Time passes 2 a.m. Taeyong slowly walks up. He turns his head towards the couch. You is sleeping very peacefully. Her face looks calm, almost innocent. Taeyong looks at her for a long moment and smiles to himself. Taeyong soft, so now you want to stay away from me too. He gets out of the room and walks to his office. He remembers an important call he forgot to make before sleeping. A few moments later, he returns. Taeyong enters the room and stops. He looks at you. He watches her chest move, the way she breathing, too careful, to control. Taeyong smirks. He looks up at the ceiling. You slowly open her eyes just a little, just enough to see him. Then she quickly closes them again. Taeyong doesn't look at her. He keeps staring at the ceiling. Taeyong, calm, deep voice, come here. You shocked. She stays still, pretending she's sleeping. Taeyong jaw tightens. His voice becomes harsh. Taeyong, fine. You don't understand even once. He sits on the edge of the bed. You still pretending to sleep, not moving at all. Taeyong leans a little forward. Taeyong, low warning tone, baby, I know you are awake. Come here fast or I will come there. And you wouldn't like it if I have to come. You is trembling, scared, staring at Taeyong with wide eyes. Taeyong slowly lifts his hand and signals her to come towards him. You walks closer very slowly, her steps unsteady. Taeyong reaches his hand towards her, waiting for her to hold it. As soon as she sees his hand, fear rising again, tears fill your eyes, and Taeyong notices immediately. Finally, you places her shaking hand into Taeyong's hand. Taeyong gently but little harsh, pull her closer and make her sit beside him on the bed. He moves her hair away from her face, then he holds her chin softly and lifts her face, making her eyes meet his. Taeyong, you are very pretty, angel. He leans forward and kisses you on her cheek. You start crying even more, her breath breaking. Taeyong closes his eyes for a second, trying to control his reactions. Taeyong, you stop crying. I just gave you one kiss. I didn't eat you. Stop crying before I get angry and throw you outside in the forest. You looks at him with confused, innocent eyes. You thinking, forest? Where the forest? Her innocent, confused expression makes the young heart is soften completely. A tiny smile appears on his lips as he watches her. He touched her cheek gently and wiped her tears with his thumb. Taeyong, don't look at me like that, angel. You will make me love you even more. Taeyong, so what should I do then? Throw you into the forest? He moved his eyes towards the balcony, signal her to look there. You follows his gaze, and the moment she realizes it's the back balcony, she gets even more shocked. Her body starts trembling harder. Taeyong was fully enjoying teasing her. Her fear and innocence were too adorable for him. He grabs her hand. Taeyong, come on, I will throw you from here. You scared? No. Taeyong, come on you. He tries to make her stand up. You know I don't want to go. She tries to pull her hand away from his grip. Taeyong watches her for a second, then suddenly pull her with one move. She falls against his chest. He wraps her arm around her waist, tightly holding her. You keeps clutching his chest without waiting. Taeyong bends and picks her up in his arms. She hides her face against his chest. Breathing fast, he carries her to the balcony. The cold night air hits her skin and she trembles even more. Taeyong pulls her down near the railing, very close. Then he places both his hands on the railing, tapping between his arms so she can't move away. Their faces are inches apart. Taeyong soft but command, open your eyes. You slowly open them and looks down at the height below. Her legs start shaking. Taeyong, are you scared of me? You trembles. Yes. Taeyong stares straight into her eyes. Taeyong, why? Your voice breaks as she speaks. You scared, shaking. You married me, but you didn't tell me anything about yourself. You kill people. You grabbed my throat. You held my arm so tightly. You forced me to drink water, and now you brought me here. I like this. Her breathing becomes uneven again. Tears gather in her eyes. Your tremble's voice and innocent fear makes Taeyong stop for a moment. Her honesty, her pure heart, everything shock him and melt him at the same time. A small smirk appears on Taeyong's lips. Taeyong, alright, come here. Tonight I will end all your fears. He pulls you into a tight hug. His hand moves slowly on her back, trying to comfort her, but you start crying even more, her tears falling non-stop. Taeyong, stop it, you. How much will you cry? He hugged her tighter, pressing her close to his chest. Taeyong, if you don't stop crying, I am sure I will throw you in that forest. He adjusts her hair gently behind her ear. Taeyong, come on, it's cold. You will get sick. You still trembling, start walking towards the couch. Taeyong quickly grabs her hand. Taeyong, where are you going? You soft, scared I was. She pointed towards the couch nervously. Taeyong shake his hand. Taeyong, no. You will sleep with me on the bed. And from now on, don't ever think about going away from me. He leans her to the bed and make her sit down gently. Taeyong, okay, go to sleep now. Taeyong stepped closer, voice low and teasing. Taeyong, if you don't want to sleep, then we can stay awake all night. He gave her a playful wink. You looks down immediately, shy and nervous. He leans in slightly. You panic. No, no. I am sleeping now. She lies down fast, shutting her eyes tightly. Taeyong smiles softly at her adorable reaction. He lies behind her. Slowly he wraps his arm around her from behind, pulling her warm and close into a back hug. Her body fits perfectly against him. His voice becomes soft, deep, filled with emotions. Taeyong, I love you so much, Angel. You are my heartbeat. My breath feels incomplete without you. He places a gentle kiss on her head and hugs her even tighter. Taeyong, don't ever think about going away from me, or I will take your breath away. Hearing his warning-like tone, you quickly closes her eyes. Taeyong slowly takes your hair from her back. He holds it gently into his hand and pulls her towards himself so softly that you doesn't even feel it. Now, Taeyong has become more possessive. He holds her hair tightly in his hand, smell it deeply and rub it softly against his cheek. You fall asleep unaware of his actions, but Taeyong stays awake the whole night, just watching her, protective, obsessed. Next morning, you sits beside Taeyong at the dining table. You is trembling quietly. Taeyong notices she is not eating. Taeyong, baby, why are not you eating your breakfast? You picks up the spoon with shaking hands, but because she trembles, the spoon slips and falls to the floor. I am sorry. Taeyong, relax, baby, it's okay. You bends down to pick up the spoon, but before she can touch it, Taeyong picks it up himself. He calmly fills his own spoon with rice and brings it close to her lips. Taeyong, open your mouth. You doesn't want to eat, but she also doesn't want Taeyong to get angry again. So she opened her mouth slowly. Taeyong, good girl. Taeyong gently feed her the rice. The rice left on the spoon. Taeyong eats it himself, still watching her with soft, possessive eyes. Taeyong softly feeds her, watching every small reaction on her face. After breakfast, he stands up, fixing his cuffs and grabs his coat. Taeyong, I will be back soon. Stay safe. He leaves for the office. At night, Taeyong enters the room quietly. He looks at the bed. You is already sleeping. A sharp anger flashes in his eyes. He knows she sleeps early just to avoid him, but then he exhales slowly, calming himself. Taeyong whispers to himself, I wouldn't wake her up. He sits on the edge of the bed for a moment, watching her peaceful face, then lies down beside her without making any noise. Midnight, you feel someone very close. Her eyelashes flutter. You slowly open her eyes. Taeyong's face is right next to hers, only inches away. He is staring deep into her eyes. His hand gently touches her cheek. His thumb is stroking softly. His touch is warm, careful, almost protective. Your heart jumps suddenly. The warehouse memories hit her. She gaps and quickly sits up on the bed, trembling. You scared, shaking. Why are you? Why you? Why are not you sleeping? Taeyong doesn't reply with words. Instead, he immediately wraps his arm around her and pulling her into a strong hug. You stiffens, fear returning. Taeyong closes his eyes as he breathes in her scent, gently smelling her hair. Taeyong's low, intense, I couldn't sleep without seeing you. Past voice deeper, and now after seeing you, I still can't sleep. He holds her tighter as if she's the only thing that stirs him in the dark. You should sleep now. Taeyong, then you make me sleep. You scared? How will I do that? Taeyong, you have two options. You what options? Taeyong, option 1. Make me sleep. Option 2. Hug me like this the whole night. You, Taeyong, choose one. You, option 1. Taeyong smirks slowly. You lay down, please. Taeyong lays down and places your hand on his heartbeat. You close your eyes. Taeyong wink. Oh, so you want to take advantage of me after I close my eyes? You get shocked, her face turning red. Taeyong stares at her reactions, sits up and gives her a soft lip peek. Then he lies down again and closes his eyes. With a small smile, Taeyong baby, do it fast, otherwise I will not let you sleep the whole night. You slowly starts moving her hand through Taeyong's hair. Taeyong smiles with his eyes closed, enjoying every soft touch. She keeps doing it shyly, gently, then suddenly Taeyong grabs the hand on his heartbeat and pull you onto his chest, making her fall against him. You looks at him in shock. Her breath is stopping for a second. Taeyong, actually I choose option 2. Taeyong fixes the blanket around both of them and adjusts her on his chest like she belongs there. Taeyong, don't move. If you move, I will throw you in the forest. You immediately stop moving and stays close to him. Taeyong smirks, wraps his arm around her tightly, and finally falls asleep, holding her like this. She's his warmth, his comfort, his peace. You stands on the balcony holding a small flower gently in her hand. She looked quiet and lost in thoughts. Taeyong arrived home from the office. The moment he sees her, he stops for a second and a soft smile forms on his face. He walks closer, lands near her ear. Taeyong, baby, what are you doing? You get scared instantly. Her hands tighten around the flower. You nervous? I was just looking at the flower. Taeyong, relax, baby, I know. You start trembling slightly, afraid he might get angry. Taeyong notices it and signs. Taeyong, when will you stop being scared of me and trembling like this? You lifts her eyes and quietly looks at him. Taeyong glances at the flower in her hand. Taeyong, do you like this flower? You nod softly. Taeyong slowly takes both of hands in his, holding them gently. Taeyong, you are just like this flower to me, someone I always want to protect from the sun, storms, and every danger. I love you so much, you more than you can imagine. You stay silent. She doesn't say anything. Just look down, holding the flower, her heart soft but unsure. Taeyong walks closer to you with his unusual calm, serious expression. Taeyong, come with me. You freezes. You scared? Where? Taeyong doesn't reply. He simply takes her hand and gently pulls her with him. He opens the car door, helps her sit inside, then sits in the driver's seat. The car starts moving. You keep glancing at him again and again, her fingers twisting nervously in her lap. Young stays silent, looking straight at the road, but he can feel her eyes on him. He knows exactly what she wants to ask. Where are we going? But she's too scared to speak. A small smile forms on his lips as he looks straight at the road. Taeyong, we are going on a long drive. You looks at him again quietly. Taeyong reaches out, takes one of her hand and places it on his chest while he drives. Her hand rests over his heartbeat. She starts trembling immediately. Young baby, stop trembling. I am not doing anything to you. Why do you always shake whenever I am close? I am your husband. I have the right to be near you, and right now I am not touching you. I am giving you time so that you can be comfortable with me, but that doesn't mean I can't come close at all. You lower her eyes, still silent and nervous. Taeyong is about to say something more. Suddenly, a gunfire explodes in the air. You gasp loudly. Taeyong reacts instantly. He grabs her head and pushes it down below the seat. Taeyong, sharp, protective. Head down, don't look up. He opened the door and stepped out of the car. His guards ran forward, taking position. Taeyong pulled out his gun, his expression turning cold and deadly. He started firing back at the rival, attacking them, protecting you without a second thought. Inside the car, you trembles, hearing every shot, realizing again why everyone feared the man she is married to. You had fainted after seeing everything. Taeyong carries her inside the house, holding her carefully. He lies her gently on the bed, fixing her pillow. Then he sits beside her, only taking his eyes off her face. The headmaid stands near the bed, worried. Taeyong's look at her. Headmaid, yes, sir. Taeyong, you stay with her the whole day. Why is she's so scared, so nervous all the time? The headmaid gave a soft smile. She has always been like a mother to Taeyong. Headmaid, I should be the one asking you. You left all those modern, bold, rich girls, and you choose you. Why? Taeyong glances at you again, his voice low and honest. Taeyong, I don't know why, but yes, I love her a lot. The headmaid gently places both her hands on Taeyong's shoulder, giving him a warm, motherly smile. Then she quietly walks out of the room. The room becomes silent. A few movements later, you slowly walks up Her vision clears and the first thing she sees is Taeyong sitting right in front of her. She gaps softly, "You scared?" Taeyong leans slightly forward, worried, but you suddenly remember the scene from earlier. The gun shoots the blood. Taeyong shot that man mercilessly. Without hesitation, her whole body stiffens in fear. Taeyong suddenly grabs your hand gently. "Taeyong, what happened, baby?" You tries to pull her hand away from him, shaking a little. Seeing this, Taeyong jaw clenches. He gets angry and grips her hand even tighter. In one strong pull, he drags you towards him. She bumps into his chest and stumbles back, shocked. Taeyong looked dangerous. "If you try to move away from me again, I will take your breaths, baby. It's better for you to end all your fears yourself, because if I end them, you wouldn't like it." Taeyong gently taps her cheek, a soft, possessive "You nods quickly, scared." Taeyong, "What's—" You trembles. "Yes." Taeyong, "Good girl." Taeyong, "Now lay down. You need rest." You slowly lays down. Taeyong sits beside her on the bed, watching her quietly. He gently takes a few strands of her hair in his fingers, playing with them softly. Suddenly, you sits up fast, scared. Taeyong, "What happened, baby?" He cups her face gently because he knows if he gets root now, she might even faint from fear. You voice shaking, You kill him." Taeyong finally understands why she's scared. He takes one deep breath. Then he pulls you into his chest, holding her tightly and protectively. Taeyong, "Soft but fine, baby. If I didn't do that, he would have been keep firing at us. And listen, if anyone even looks at you the wrong way, I will end him always." Taeyong keep holding her until her breath calms. He strokes her hair, comforting her slowly. Her breathing becomes slow, soft, and finally, she falls asleep in his arms. Taeyong sits on the couch drinking his morning coffee. You stands a little far away, quietly staring at him again and again. Taeyong instantly feels her eyes on him. Taeyong, using his phone, is smiling without looking up. "Baby, come here. What are you watching from over there?" You to himself. "How does he always know I am standing here?" You walks towards him with slow, nervous steps and sits on the couch, but with some distance. Her eyes keep drifting to his phone like she's scared of it too. Taeyong soft smile, teasing, "Baby, do you want to say something?" You scared. "I want to talk to my family." Taeyong had taken her phone right after the wedding. You hadn't talked to anyone since then, not even once. Taeyong, "Why?" You stays completely quiet, looking down at her hands. Taeyong, voice calm but threatening, "Fine. I will let you talk, but if you ever think about planning to run away while talking, I will break your legs." You trembling. "Okay." Taeyong leans closer and lightly taps her cheek with his fingers, a mix of affection and warning. Taeyong, "Good girl." He dials the number himself, then placed the phone in use, shaking hands. Taeyong, "Talk." Without saying anything else, Taeyong stands, grabs his coat and walks out towards the office, leaving you alone with his phone call she has been waiting for. After finishing the call, Yu quietly walks into Taeyong's office to return his phone. Taeyong, without looking up, "Come here, baby." Yu steps closer. Taeyong suddenly pulls her onto his lap. Yu bodies start trembling. "Taeyong, angel, you should thank me." Yu softly, "Thank you." Taeyong is smirking. "That's not how you thank your husband." Yu looks at him confused and nervous. Taeyong, a husband is thanked with a hug and a kiss. Yu eyes widen in shock. Taeyong watches her reaction, and then seeing her frozen, he hugs her himself, places a quiet kiss on her lips. Yu looks down immediately, her heart racing. "Taeyong, you were not planning to run away from me, right?" "Yu, I am not going anywhere." Taeyong is smiling. "Good girl." He titles her chin up slightly. "Taeyong, now give me a kiss." "You know," Taeyong's voice suddenly sharp. "What do you mean, no? Kiss me." Yu trembles, then slowly lifts her hand and cups Taeyong's face. You close your eyes." Taeyong smiles and closes his eyes instantly. Taeyong, "Okay, angel, now do it." Yu thinks for a moment, gather courage, and then quickly picks Taeyong's cheek and immediately jumps off his lap, running towards the door. Taeyong watches Yu run away and lets out a soft laugh. He doesn't stop her. Taeyong is smiling to himself. "I expect this from you, baby." Taeyong comes home and doesn't find Yu anywhere inside. His jaw tightens. He steps forward. The back door and locks outside. Yu is standing in the lawn under the falling snow. Smiling softly, she touches the snow flickers with her bare hands. No jacket, her clothes are already wet. Taeyong feels anger rise. She could get sick any movement, but when he sees her happy face, he stays silent. He slowly walks towards her. Yu feels a warm presence behind her, then a slow touch on her shoulder. She turns, and Taeyong is right in front of her. Her smile fades, scared he will be angry. Taeyong, quite soft, "Baby, what are you doing?" Yu doesn't speak, she just points at the little snowman she made. Taeyong smiles. "Oh, so you were enjoying it without me." Yu lower her head. Taeyong, "I have good news for you." Yu looks up slowly. "What?" Taeyong, "We are going to Korea for a few days." Yu eyes wide, smiling. "Really? Are you really telling the truth?" Taeyong, a soft smile. "Yes, baby." Without thinking, Yu steps forward and hugs Taeyong tightly, his eyes widen, shocked and happy. It's the first time she hugged him on her own. Taeyong gently wraps his arm around her, pulling her closer. "You, then we will go to my home too." Taeyong, "Yes." Yu excited, breathless. Thank you so much. I love." Yu suddenly stops talking. She steps back, trying to create the distance, but Taeyong doesn't let her go. His hand gently wraps around her wrist, pulling her a little closer. Taeyong is marking. "Baby, what are you saying?" "A moment ago." "You shy." "Nothing." Taeyong leans closer, voice low again. "Say I love you, baby, come on." You soft voice. "I love you." Taeyong lift her chin and bring her face closer to his. Taeyong, "Good, now say I love you." Taeyong. I love you, Taeyong. Taeyong smiles proudly and places a gentle kiss on her lips. Taeyong says, I love you too, baby. He brushes the snow from her hair and shoulders. Taeyong, let's go inside. You will get sick. You know, please, just a little more. Taeyong looks at you, her sparkling eyes, her red, cold cheeks. Taeyong signs but softly, okay, but in one condition. You what? Taeyong, you have to dance with me. But I don't know how to dance. Taeyong wink. It's fine, I will teach you. Taeyong places one hand on her waist and softly holds her hand with the other. Snow is falling around them as he guides her steps. You follow slowly, nervous but smiling. She stumbles once and Taeyong catches her immediately, holding her even closer. Taeyong teasing, see, you are already learning. After dancing for a while, Taeyong steps without warning. He bends down and lifts you in his arms bridal style. You surprise Taeyong. Taeyong's soft smile, enough cold for today, baby. He carries her through the snow and into the house, holding her close as if she's the most precious thing in the world. After returning to Korea private mountain resort night, a luxurious glass resort sits on top of the snowy mountain. Soft golden lights glow around the wooden desks. Snow falls gently, constantly magical. Only two people here, Taeyong and you. Taeyong guides you outside where a heated private terrace is decorated with warm fairy lights, candles everywhere, a small fire pit, and a beautiful set dining table. You stops stunned. You soft caps Taeyong. This is unbelievable. Taeyong watches her reaction with a soft smile. Taeyong, I wanted you to have one perfect night. He pulled out her chair. You sit still, shy but more comfortable than ever. The snow is slow, gentle, glowing under the lights. Candles flickers between them. Taeyong pours warm tea for you himself. Taeyong, gentle, you are cold, baby. Hold the cup. You blushes but wrap her hand around the warm cup. Taeyong watches her with a soft eyes, not possessive, not scary, just full of love. They eat together quietly. You slowly relax. She even smiles, then laughs a little. Taeyong, a heart smell instantly. Taeyong whisper, baby, I miss this. You are smile. You looks down shyly. After dinner, Taeyong offers his hand. Taeyong walks with me. You hesitates, then nods and places her hand in his. They walk slowly along a glowing path surrounded by pine trees covered in snow. The world is silent, only their footsteps. In snow, you always feel safe with him. Taeyong suddenly stops. He gently turns you towards him, holding both her hands. His voice is calm but filled with emotion. Taeyong, baby, there's something I need to say. You eyes lips nervously. Taeyong, I am sorry for everything before. For scaring you, for hurting you, for not protecting you the way I should have. Snow lands softly on his hair and her lashes. Taeyong, voice shaking slightly. I love you. Truly, deeply, and I want to be better only for you. Your breath catches her eyes shine, not with fear but warmth. Slowly she steps closer. She wrapped her arm around him. Taeyong stiffened, shocked. Then he hugs her tightly, gently, protectively. You soft whisper near his chest, I love you too. I just needed time and now I am not afraid anymore. Taeyong closes his eyes, holding her as if she's everything he ever wanted. Gently pulls back slightly. He cups her face with warm hands. Taeyong soft, almost whisper, can I kiss you? You looks up at him, then nods shyly. Taeyong leans in slowly. Then a world goes quiet. He blushes his lips. Over her soft, warm, slow, a gentle, sweet kiss under falling snow. Your hands slide up to his chest. Taeyong thumb strokes her cheek gently. They kiss again, slower, warmer, full of love. The snow falls around them like tiny stars. Your cheeks turn pink again, and she looks down shyly. Taeyong steps closer, title his head a little, eyes full of mischief. Taeyong teasing low voice, baby, if you blush at every little thing like this, leans even closer, smirking, then things will become very dangerous for me. You blush deepen. She hid her face with her hands. You, Taeyong, stop teasing. Taeyong gently remove her hand from her face and whisper near her ear. Taeyong, seriously, baby, you keep blushing like this and I will not survive. He gives a soft look and flickers her forehead lightly. Taeyong soft smile, you are too cute for your own good. Your heart melts completely. Taeyong wraps his coat around you. She blushes. Taeyong smiling softly. Come on, baby. Let's go inside. He holds her hand tightly as they walk back to the glass wall cabin glowing with warm lights inside. The fire crackles. You lean her head on Taeyong's shoulder. Taeyong kisses her forehead gently. They fall asleep together, warm, soft, finally in love.